How's it going today, Cancer? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Just coming at you right now to do monthly read for March. So thank you so much for joining me for this. I've got some cards trying to fall out, but I just don't think it's ready. I just started shuffling the deck. I want to clear the deck a little bit before the next reading. So anyway, general reading for the month of March for, Cancer. May or may not resonate with you 100%. So take what connects with you and leave the rest for another viewer. If you want a personalized reading, all my contact information is in the description box, or it's on the About tab on my profile, so feel free to reach out to me. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing great. Feel free to leave a comment. Like, I respond to everybody. I value your time and the effort it takes to make a comment. So don't be shy. I'll get back to you when I have a moment. I feel like one more shuffle and we're good to go here, Cancer. Okay, here we go. So the first card I have for you is the Prince of Cups. Check out the artwork. This is the Starman deck. I'm not sure if I made that clear when I was doing the shuffle of the deck. How's that for eloquent? So the prince would be a knight in traditional tarot. So we've got here the Prince of Cups, and this is related to some sort of action involving something emotional, something that would be close to your heart. Could be a romantic invitation, could be something really wonderful happening in your family. Very interesting. Like, just check out how different these cards are. Like, in traditional tarot, the knights are on horses, and you'll see here that the prince is riding a surfboard. So it's really contemporary and weird. So I love these cards. So I'll keep pulling some cards here for you. So we've got the Emperor card here. The Emperor is somebody that stands really firm in his decision making. He's like really strong and knowledgeable, wise. Like, he's really more on the thought processing side. Like, he's not led by his heart very much. So I'm seeing quite a contradiction in these two cards. Like, we have the Emperor who deals mostly like with the head. You know, you would see this like in a really strong business type person where they're not led by emotion. And then you have the Prince of Cups here that is definitely leads with emotion, right? So I'm seeing a bit of a need to balance between head and heart. I think some of you could be going too far in either direction. Like, you're not listening to your heart in some situations, and conversely, you're not thinking about what you're doing with your romantic ventures. So you just really need to remember to strike a balance there. I'm seeing the Eight of Wands here. So the Eight of Wands represents a really fast moving energy. Something could be happening for you really, really quickly. And what I'm getting here for you guys is, if you have started seeing somebody, I think there's some sort of romantic situation going on in your life that it's really moving too fast, is what I'm getting. Like, with the Prince of Cups, just like you're feeling like, you know, this is the one, and that's great. Like, I love new love and falling in love. I think it's beautiful, but what I'm seeing here is that you need to be putting some thought into it, and it could possibly be moving too quickly with the Eight of Wands. And you're just letting your the emotional side of you sweep you away. So you just need to, like, cool your jets a little bit. So I see the Nine of Pentacles here for you. The Nine of Pentacles is, this is an indication of being really successful and happy and like materially abundant, having your finances together, having really basically worked hard for it. Not sure where that fits in the reading right now. And like I get messages, and sometimes I feel like I shouldn't say things because it might hurt somebody's feelings, but I have to learn as a tarot reader that I have to say things. There could be some of you here that you're being swept away in a new romance and not paying attention to the fact that somebody might be wanting to use you for your financial situation. It's really unfortunate that we have to consider that some people are not above board and they show an interest in us because they covet our assets, you know, or they want to use us for their, you know, emotional satisfaction or for sex or something like that. So I'm actually getting a bit of a tone here that if you are in a relationship, whether it's new or not, that you might want to have a bit of an inspection on what is really happening in that relationship for you. And I think you would already have a sense of it, but I think you're letting your heart lead you. And I think you're getting messages from the Emperor, from your brain, you know, from the rational part of you. Sorry, that's reflecting really badly. You know what I mean? But you're ignoring it, and it's going really, really, really fast. And I do see that this is could be a situation where money or wealth, which is the same thing, Robin, hello, or you know what I mean? Somebody's taking advantage of that to a certain degree, or possibly you're dating somebody that you're not really super interested in, but you like the way that they treat you. And I'm just gonna say it really bluntly, that's not cool. Like, to date somebody just for the things that they can do for you. Like, I don't think any one of us would like to be dated because, you know, because you can give somebody a ride, or because you can pay for their food or take them shopping. I mean, that's, unless that's what you want to do. Like, if you want to be a sugar baby or a sugar daddy or whatever's going on out there, all the power to you. But if you're just trying to be in a romantic relationship where you think that you want to form a partnership with somebody, that's not cool. I'm just going to say it. Like, I'm really sorry if you don't like that. That's how I see it. Like, that's not fair. Anyway, so I do see that there's two sides. Like, some of you could be doing that or considering doing that. If that's what you want, then you need to be upfront about it. And if you have sort of a feeling that somebody is treating you that way, they're expecting you to pay their way for everything, and you're kind of pushing it off because you feel like you're in love with them or they could be the one, you need to speak your mind. You know what I mean? If you feel like it's unfair, but you're sucking it up anyway, blurt it out. Ooh, we have a tower moment here for some of you. I think some of you are actually going to come to the realization that the person that you're involved with, and I'm actually seeing that this could be related to an employment situation for some of you. Like, some of you are being, like, you could love the job so much that you're being underpaid. I see this going, yeah, definitely some of you for work, and some of you are pursuing somebody that they have ulterior motives anyway. But you're going to have a moment where, like, this really starts to be painful for you, and you are going to decide to do that and sort of not be swept away by praise, you know, because, I mean, it's all fine and dandy to get a thank you, but it needs to be genuine, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're a really genuine person, and I think you're having some, exactly like this, some moments where you're like, well, I don't deserve this, or you know, I deserve more. I deserve a higher salary, or I deserve to be with somebody that wants to be with me and not my credit card. You know what I mean? So definitely start addressing that, because it's in the cards here for you guys. And I've got the Queen of Swords card here for you. So the Queen of Swords is somebody that, this is a no-nonsense person. The Queen of Swords goes after exactly what she wants, and she uses like this sort of fierce energy to get it. And I think that you guys need to sort of embody the Queen of Swords and know that you are worth more. Like, the Queen of Swords is a really high achiever, and she would not allow herself to be undervalued in any situation, if it's her spouse or employer or friends. Like, she would immediately set somebody straight in no uncertain terms. Like, she would just say, right, I've noticed this, let's talk it out, I'm feeling a certain way, let's get it together. And basically, if somebody is not 100% genuine, or it's not something that she could resolve within herself to be able to carry forward, she would just cut that person out. So that's what I'm seeing that needs to be done here, in whatever situation this would apply to. But I'm seeing like the majority of the collective energy. And it could even be like, if you're married right now, and been married for years, like, it could be that your partner is slacking off in your relationship, and you're like, oh, this needs to stop. But the overall tone of what I'm seeing is, there is a situation where you feel like you're putting in more work, you are valuing the scenario more than the other person, you feel taken advantage of to a certain degree, but you're leading with emotion. Right? Okay. All right. And, you know, I love love, you know, I love love, but everything needs to be equal. People need to be bringing an equal amount of energy into whatever the scenario is. And that goes for your employer as well. Like I said, it's nice to be thanked, but if you're struggling, paycheck to paycheck, what is that? You know what I mean? So anyway, time to start standing up for what you believe that you deserve, because you deserve what you want. End rant. Whew. Okay. Hope that makes sense, you guys. And then we've got the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is like somebody that is sort of being wishy-washy about what to do. They can't decide. They're sort of, again, being swept along with the tide of what is going on around them, and not really controlling anything. And this is like what I'm seeing in this reading is like, you think you need to say something, but on the other hand, well, you know, what if they get mad at me? You know what I mean? You're like, you're debating both sides of the topic, and you're just letting it continue. And it's, I think as time goes by, it's doing more and more damage to you emotionally and intellectually, because you're allowing it to happen, which is annoying yourself. Like, you just think, oh, why am I doing this? And then this person or the work environment or whatever is continuing to not value you to the degree that you deserve it. And that's bothering you. Like, well, why are they treating me that way? Or like, why am I getting paid so shitty? You know what I mean? So it's like, you're doing it both to yourself on both sides. So you kind of need to make a decision that you're going to stand up for yourself, which, I mean, it can be daunting, right? But you definitely just need to set a goal that this is what I want from my life. This is what I deserve. This is what I'm going to ask for. And I'm just going to call somebody out on their bullshit right now and take control of the situation. And, you know, sometimes when you do that, the fallout is that you don't see that person again if it's a romantic relationship. But is that what you want for yourself? Especially if you've just started dating somebody, you know, and you've got that sort of intuitive, whoa, red flag. But you go on anyway because they're so pretty, or, you know, they're just so hot, you know, and you just keep going. And meanwhile, something's eating you up inside. So you need to stand up for that feeling for yourself, because I think the longer you let it go, the worse you're gonna feel. So definitely take a stand for yourself, you guys. You're worth it, you deserve it. There's a certain way to do things. Like, you don't have to be an ass about it. You know, you can write things down and plan the nicest possible way to say things that, like, the receiver will be prepared to hear without, like, flipping out on you. So, yeah, so for those of you that are going through this kind of situation, let me know in the comments. I'm here to, like, support you emotionally out there, because I've been through similar situations, like both with dating and employment. And you know what? It's not always easy to say, you know, I deserve this, and you need to start respecting that and giving me that. So good luck with all of that out there, you guys, and we'll see you back next time. And definitely subscribe to my channel while you're here. So thanks so much for tuning in. Stay blessed. Take care. Bye. Bye.